Alright everyone, happy Tuesday, good evening, welcome to the channel, November 7 Delta Romeo. My name is David, and tonight we are doing a VFR flight. I don't even know where, really don't. I haven't really thought, maybe I'll go to Charlotte. It's been a while since I've flown. So let's just see who's on VATSIM real quick. Reset, but I think I have to. That's what I thought. All right, let me check the weather. We are in VFR. Okay, checks. Alright, VFR 280, winds at 110 at 6. It'll be runway 8. We can taxi all the way down to Alpha. I hope everyone's having a great evening. Your Tuesday was great. No issues. The rest of the week you have everything on point on what you want to do. Still studying for my private pilot's license, so that's been a really good goal so far. Open on there. See where we're gonna head out to. Get out of this Charlie airspace. You know what? I haven't been to Savanah, and then we can find out exactly where we're gonna do after that. All right, Jacksonville to Savanah. Let me just see what we have here. Flight plan. I know in the real world you don't have to, but I do it anyway just to make sure. We're gonna have to go with 7,500. That's exactly where we're gonna do 7,500, and we're squawking 1,200 for VFR. We have that set. We have our everything set for our flight plan. Everything is put into VATSIM, and I'm glad you guys have been able to make it out. For those who are on, really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and make sure we have on that. And good evening, Jacksonville traffic, Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo. We're at Signature, going to be taxiing via Gulf, then to Alpha, then to runway 08 for a north departure, Jacksonville traffic. All right, let's just, you know what, one thing here. I do not have real weather on, so yep. Guyber X, how are you, sir? Yeah, it's late. Just wanted to do a flight today. Hope everything's going all right with you, sir. How was your day? You're tired. Yeah, I bet you are. Family doing good? Everything's good? That's awesome news, sir. Here we're just going to do a VFR flight here. We're going to go up towards Savanah. Yeah, I've seen you streaming a lot. That's excellent. Got right. That's really good. I saw you even doing some trucking. Or semi, or I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry if I botched that. Yeah, you love that driving. Yeah, I bet that's really good. Well, I'm glad you're doing really good. Catching streams again, getting into the swing of it. Looks like you, Trevor, and most of the other guys do that driving. I caught this stream the other day when I was at work. You guys were really busy. I think you guys were backing in. You guys were someplace at a loading dock. That's where I caught, and then I got busy again at work. So. Okay, just Saturday nights. We're here in Jacksonville, Florida. True Earth. Nothing like Microsoft 2020, but you know what? I still love X-Plane 11. We're not going to take the full length of this at all. Get back into the cockpit on here. Gotcha. Trying to get things set up in your own. I understand. Your streams were really good, though. I really, I'm glad you're back, Guyver. I'm really, really glad you're back. And this is the plane that I was telling you about, that you and I were talking about. This is the Bonanza, but I bought it from Coronado, so I was gonna. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. Look at her; she looks nice. I was just gonna do an upgrade, but that's okay. I think we're gonna take an intersection departure here on Juliet. We have plenty of runway left. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. As you can see, I have 90 hours on her. I fly this and the 172 Skyhawk with the 2 GTN 750s a lot. So we have no controllers today out of Jacksonville or Center, so we will still do our announcements. I'm going to just set up here for a second. I believe I have my GTN 750 turned down a little bit. Alright, that's that. Alright, let me just make sure I have everything set for us before we leave. Give me a second if you guys are asking me anything on chat. We're going to do 800 and we are going to be climbing. We're going to be going to 7,500. And let's just double check. And I don't see anyone in our TCAS. Jacksonville traffic, Bonanza November 7 Delta Romeo on Julie, intersection departure, runway 8 for a north departure, Jacksonville traffic. Alright, we checked. We're still looking good. We have our lights on. We're all ready to rock and roll here. We're still on Unicom. Verify again through VATSIM, and no one's there. So we'll stay on Unicom. All you see about if it goes on sale. Alright, we're going to keep the roll here. Gentle on regard on the throttle. And here we go. Power is set. Speed check. Airspeed's alive. Everything is still in the green. We're at 60 knots. Check twice. Everything's still in the green. And speed. VR. Bring her up. And then we have a positive rate of climb here. Continue climbing. Not enough runway left. And gear is coming up. We'll continue hand flying this 300 feet. Everything still looks good in the green. And one notch of flap goes out. And there is Jacksonville. All right. As you can see here, a little bit further away from the, we're not really close to the beach at all, so on there. So we are going to go 7,500, hit nav, and then we're going to set power for cruise. And she's going to start climbing here. 1,000 feet per minute. There's no passengers today. Yaw damper comes on, and then we'll catch that magenta line heading out towards Savanah. We're going to go 7,500. As soon as we turn here, we will be on our climb. Back down here. Q 800, continue climbing. We're going up to 7,500 feet on the way to Savanah. As you can see, we're tracking so far 010, 012, and we're going to continue going for VFR 7,500 plus or minus 500, and we're going to be odd, so that's where we're going up to 7,500. We're 96.4 miles away from Savanah. We have scattered clouds. I put scattered clouds. I'm not doing real world because it has been raining around here, so we're gonna leave it as that. All right, everything is still in the green. We're looking good. Still climbing. 3,500. Noah Slays, how are you, sir? Hey, son, how are you? Thank you for stopping by, son. Jose, how are you? Welcome aboard. We are flying out of Jacksonville to Savanah. And our beloved Bonanza, True Earth, Florida. My son just gave me a nice hello there. Noah Slays. He does his streaming. Proud of him. How you been doing, Jose? Doing good? In Oakland. Jesus. We're still climbing. Still have climb power set here. Let me just bring this down here. It just goes 700. Bring the nose down a little bit. Cow is in. You have a long day at work? Oh, Jesus, now you're free. Well, it's been a while since I streamed. I wanted to, it's been over probably almost a week and a half. So I wanted to stay in the ball game and continue and ensure that try not to lose too much of everything that's going on. So hope everyone's having a Noah Slays. Thank you so much, son, for coming by. Really do appreciate it. So when did you make it back home, Jose? Guyver, are you taking off for the night? I just saw your, oh, maybe tomorrow, Jose. Okay. That's good. All right, son. Have a good night, sir. All right, Guyver. Have a good night. Thank you for coming by. I know you have to work tomorrow. You have a great night. See ya. So I wanted to show, for those who are on here, my new emotes that I got. I wonder if it will come all out. Apparently not. So Jose, I have this one, this one. Well, that's weird. I thought I had 3 of them in here. Well, so far I have those. Let me see if I can find them over here better. Oh, here's the other one. So, isn't that great? So we're at 1,000 feet to go. We're still climbing. 6,600. Yes, I got the raid, the hype, contact 122.8. See ya. Yeah, it's been something else. Thank you, Jose. I have my you finally got some time off, huh? Yes, I did. I won't be working this whole week. Pray to God. And then I am going to be on next week. So that's the good thing about it. So I'm trying to ensure in regarding to that. So here we are, Jose. This is True Earth, just outside of Jacksonville. There's I-95 heading northbound before you get into Georgia. We're like 86 miles into before we get into Savanah south. And it looks amazing still. I know it's not Microsoft 2020, but I still like it. And you know what's the best thing about this? Anyone? Anyone? You know what the best thing about this is? That, let me show you. The one and most important thing that you need when you're flying. You guessed it? GTN 750. Right here. You got it. This GTN 750 right here, ladies and gentlemen. I miss this in Microsoft. I miss this in Microsoft. You can't. I mean the citation longitude has not a GTN 750. If someone might correct me. I think it has the 500 or the 5000, all touchscreen Garmin. I love that plane, but it's not working. It just porpoises up and down, and you just go all over the place and everything else. So it's really, really, it's just, it's terrible, and I don't like it. I really don't. So we're still looking good in our numbers here. Autopilot, we're 7,500 level outside of Jacksonville, just north. We're just 81 miles south. We're just coming into the border now of Florida and Georgia. And can we tell when it switches from true Earth to Fort Boy? Can we tell a difference? I believe we do. I believe you can. Let's read here. We need to do an IFR GA flight with only steam gauges. Okay. You know what, Jose? I will do that. On the 172, are we going to do the old, bring out the 172 and just do VORs? Well, do IFR, but just do it through the VORs and stuff. Old school. The clouds still look good. I mean, these are clouds that I added. These are not, I can't even remember. You and I added this back during the first part of COVID. So, okay, GA will work. I want to welcome everyone that has come on board. Again, this is David, November 7, Delta Romeo, always flying GA. VFR from Jacksonville, Florida to Savanah, Georgia. And I was trying to see if I can catch the difference between this and when we crossed the border into Georgia. Let me see. Yeah, we're already past it. So can you tell the difference between Fort Boy? I mean, this still looks like true Earth, doesn't it? Right here. Here it is. Here it is, guys. It just goes north of Jacksonville. Here it is, the difference right here. Here's where you capture the difference in Fort Boy. Can you guys see it? Right here? How it changes right here. This is the difference. Where it changes from true Earth to Fort Boy. You can't tell? Shoot, I can't even bring it in closer or anything, but Let me see if I can do it further away. Oh yes, now I can. Okay. See the difference? The line? I mean, you're looking for it. You're actually physically looking for that defect. But here's the line that goes across. So the good thing about it is, look how far True Earth, it's supposed to be Florida, but look how far. We're 71 miles south of Jacksonville. And this is the Florida border, and we're probably a good 10 miles out, 10 miles in. So they did a good overlay just before the Turtle River, which we're going to be crossing here. So that's not bad at all. So it just doesn't stop at the border of Florida. It actually continues all the way up and then right just a little bit north, 10 miles north of Florida, and then you're already in Georgia before Fort Boy comes around. And you can see I do have the trees, and I added everything that I could before True Earth came out. So I'm not making any changes. No more changes in regarding to it. We're still looking good. Let me just check our gauges to make sure we're still in the green. 25. Yeah, we're kicking it kind of quickly here, but that's okay. It's the company's gas. We'll switch over. And time 11:04. 67 miles. Slant only. Good afternoon or good evening. My lord. We're in the East Coast, right? How are you today, sir? Slats only. For those who love flying GA, and I know some instruments or anything else, do me a favor. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn on my bot. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. That's why the shout out didn't go out. Give me a second. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, Jose. 59.62 on my FPS here. 69. All right, let's just try this one more time for my good friend Slats. He is also doing his private pilot's license. So if you have a chance, let me see if this works. There you go. If you have a chance, please give him a follow. He does some great GA flying. And the other day I was watching him fly, and then he did a pop-up IFR out of Pasadena. Was it Pasadena, California? I think I don't think it was Pasadena. Shoot, I forgot, Slats. You're gonna have to remind me. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if you can give him a follow, I'd really do appreciate it. We're here leveled at 7,500. We're headed towards the first stop is Savanah, Georgia. We just noticed the difference between True Earth and Fort Boy. I am not running real world weather. I just have scattered on here, so we're still below our VFR minimums, our requirements for flying VFR. We are at 7,500 since we are at 021 at Palm Springs to Santa Barbara. Jose, Palm Springs to Santa Barbara, VFR over the mountains. Is VNY I can't even speak. Van Nuys? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the West Coast. Is that VNY is Van Nuys to SBA to the same place, right? Santa Barbara? wonder if my I was wondering why my I gotta make sure this works. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if my bot is, if it's still down. I gotta fix that. It sounded kind of low. That's all right. Jose, we'll have to do that flight with slats only also. Then go up towards the, after Santa Barbara, go up north. I can't remember the location, and then maybe just follow up towards the north end of California. I know there's some VFR corridors just outside of, I really don't want to go through LAX. I can go through with Bravo with flight following, but I really don't want to make any problems through there. But let me see, slats. I'm getting an external hard drive set up for my ortho, trying to get back into XP. Oh, that's excellent, Slansol. That is excellent. I have, right now, I'll show you. Hopefully it doesn't crash my airplane. So I have 3, 2 terabytes, a terabyte, and a terabyte running all this. So, okay, 53 miles. And we're still looking pretty good here. That's a nice view right there. Oh, slats only. You know what? I didn't even catch that. Good catch, Jose. You mean an SSD, right? Because that's what I have as an SSD, slats only. I truly recommend just a normal hard drive for the ortho. Does it really need to be in? You know what? I'm going to leave that to Jose to answer, because he's the one that helped me, slats only, and he explained it, and I do not want to say it wrong to you. He's probably typing right now, but I have 3 SSDs. I have 2 1 terabyte, and I have 1 2 terabyte. And you can see I still have enough room, and then I'm running my Microsoft, of course, off the same computer. But Jose will explain the difference between that, or if he whispers to you, or he could tell you on this on the chat. But there is a big difference. Oh, there he goes, slats. All right. And here we are in the FO seat, still at 7,500. Let me just check out something here. You know what I forgot to do? Darn it. I forgot to... Shoot. Okay. Give me a second. I'll try to capture everything that we do. Give me 1 second, guys. I have something up here, and I just want to make sure I have everything cleared on my sim brief. P33. All right, let me just see this. Okay, fly. And let's just look at that. You know what I forgot to do also is... Trust me, well worth the extra cost if you get it. That sounds about right. I'm planning to purchase another SSD for PP3, so I might have listen slats. I do have it. I listened to Jose, and it worked out perfectly. So if you could do that, I would. That'd be a great idea. Wow, that really distorted. I don't like how that looks. We're going to turn that off. And then go back over here. We're still looking good on our frame rates. We don't need to keep on looking at that. We're 42 miles out of here. Just south of just south of Savanah. And let me just check. Yeah, I have an SSD that is just really packed. No, Jose was telling me too that you have to leave some room. You can't pack it all the way through because it doesn't. It just doesn't work proficient as if you have to leave some room on there. So I had to buy a third SSD. The 2 terabyte one is only $219 now. Wow, I paid a lot more for that, and that was during COVID. Remember that? Remember going through that. Jose writes, yeah, if you fill up the max, it leaves no free space for cache, and the performance really goes downhill. Yeah, slats only. That's what I was trying to tell you in regarding to that. Let me just check the weather. METAR. I like to brief since I have enough time here. Okay, 280-253 Zulu, 110 at 5, 10 miles. Overcast at 090, 2421, 3015. Alright, we're not using that, so we're real good. If you guys can, if you haven't stopped by my Discord, please come by and join. You have a great group of guys that are real-world pilots, even if they're simmers. Just a great flight community that gets involved. When we try to do VFR flights and everything else, we usually go into Discord and use the channel and try to do as much as we did, like we did a couple of weeks ago. With Jose, we were flying out of the West Coast. But if you guys can, please, if you can click on Discord and join, I would really appreciate it. So Savanah is doing really good. We're at 110. Let me just check to see what they have in regarding to that. We're going to come in at runway 10. That's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. With the wind at 110, we're going to land at runway 10. And I know we're all doing VFR, but there's nothing wrong with putting some information in there. Jose, hey Dave, so no more crashes after your update of the GTN? No, sir, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Ever since we updated that GTN, my X-Plane has been flawless, and hopefully it stays like that, please. So, that's great news. Jacksonville Center is online. Give me a second, guys. That's why I always got to check all the time. All the time you got to check, just to make sure. And I didn't get a beep. Let me see. It was Andrew, 135. Downwind Sim, how are you today, sir? You're doing really good. Welcome to November 7 Delta Romeo. We're flying out of Jacksonville to Savanah, Georgia, and I just saw Vatsum get online, so we're just gonna pop up, make sure we're here, and wait for him. I want to welcome everyone. We are flying the Bonanza, my favorite besides the 172. If I had the money, I would do my check ride on this, but the 172, I'm going to stay with it since I'm very, very familiar. But
over to Unicom now, Iberia 6124 and the Boeing A350.
Oh, just being the B-35. That's excellent. That was a little toasty in my ears. Was that kind of loud for you guys for the tower?
We hope so. I'll catch you on the next time then. Thanks for your service, sir.
Well, Jack Center is online and he hasn't got a hold of me yet. 135925. 135. Oh, I'm on the wrong frequency. Ah. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at Atlanta. 135925. It's really loud. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was just me, but I have it at, oh, it's at 12. Let's kick it down to 7. The music I have really low. Hopefully that's not too loud. The music doesn't bother you guys, right? Just a little bit of a background. Music is good. Okay. All right, let me get a contact Jack Center and see if good evening, Jack Center, Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo.
Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo, Jax.
Good evening, sir. I saw you popped up. I just wanted to check in with you. VFR, just 21 miles south of Savanah, inbound VFR.
Bonanza Romeo, Roger. You want flight following or you just want to call in the area?
No, flight following and live on Twitch, so just whenever you get it available.
Semi. 7 Delta Romeo, squawk 1076, head in.
1076 for 7 Delta Romeo. 1076, guys. And figure it out. And there's the ident, and there's the flash.
7 Delta Romeo, to contact 20 miles south of the Savanah Airport, 7,500, Savanah, standby.
Yeah, ATC was cranking. Is it better now, guys? For them? I mean, I load it as much as I can. I have it at 6.
Savannah altimeter is 3015, and did you have a runway and you want to do a visual or?
3015, and then let's do a visual for 10, and if I'm cleared for the option.
7 Delta Romeo, Roger. Maintain VFR, and it'll be a right downwind runway 10.
Right downwind for 10, maintain VFR for 7 Delta Romeo.
Dash 91, turn right, heading tree 0.
Actually, you know what, guys?
Proceed direct array, cross array, added maintain 4000, clear Dallas, tree 5 right.
Let me crank it down on VATSIM. I just brought it down on VATSIM. Let's see how it sounds now.
JetBlue 753.
How about there?
Miami Center 135175.
I lowered under VATSIM.
Is Tampa approach online? That's probably a better position. Hang on.
That's it. All right, that's what I had to do. All right, we're going to be going. Really good mix. Yes, thanks. It's
JetBlue 753 approach 11815.
that is the NCS no copyright song, so I don't get any strikes. So we are headed out. We're cleared for the option. He wants us to enter a right downwind. So what I'll do is I'll enter a 45 into just on the opposite side of the west side of runway 1 and come in and to enter a 45 into that, and then go into the downwind, right base, and then final to 10 for an option. I might do a touch and go and then head out towards Charlotte. So we did our weather check. We're still good. And below 10,000 feet, I should have turned off my taxi, but I leave my landing light on below 10,000. And the 172 when I fly in the real world that we do to keep high visibility. I know during the daytime you don't need to have your nav lights on or anything like that, but I turned them on because I'm not paying for any fuel or anything, and I like the way it looks. How about that? At 10 miles, we'll start descending. And we are already at 10 miles. That was really quick, wasn't it, guys? Padded altitude was around 1,200. I came in, I was talking, and I wasn't descending. The cop is really similar to the V35. I haven't flown the V-tail Bonanza. Apparently you have, correct? So I'm a little bit still too high, and I'm gonna just one notch of flaps to let us bring it down because I was talking and not paying attention. Airplane is mine. Another notch of flaps just to bring her down so I can make this descend without making everyone sick. Yeah, I had a friend that had one in real life, but he traded for a Mooney. I heard those Moonies are quick.
Dash 91, tree 5 right, clear to land, the wind 0705.
Very quick.
7 Delta Romeo, it's 12 o'clock, 7 miles, you have insight.
I have the field inside descending for pattern altitude.
7 Delta Romeo, roger, just call turning final, only 10, please.
I will call you on final 7 Delta Romeo. Alright, so I'm glad the volume is lower.
Southwest current, it'll be vectors for the correction. I got the RNAV tree 6 left.
We're going to do
the ILS tree 5
an option
right.
here.
It's up to you.
He's going to give us the option here for it, but I was talking and not descending like I was supposed to. It's still a little high, 5,300. We're coming in at 100 knots.
It's the ILS.
We're at around 1,100 feet per minute.
Or the ILS 17 left.
But that's okay. We're going to come in here. Garrett Smith, 51. Do I play DCS? I don't know what that is. Welcome aboard to November 7 Delta Romeo. We are flying into Savanah in the Bonanza. We're coming in. This is Fort Boy scenery. Oh no, I have not tried it. I do have the F-18 for X-Plane 11,
Will probably be the best one for you.
and the guys out of Jacksonville, the Jack Center, they let me do an unrestricted climb. They let me do an unrestricted climb in regarding to that, and that was awesome. It was around 15,000 feet. I am not in pattern altitude, a little still too high, but we're going to continue turning her here. I want to slow her down a little bit. There's a huge sail. I'm sorry if I'm just trying to just bring her down here a little bit. And extend a little bit. I brought down the gear to slow us down and to keep on bringing her down because I was still too high. It's okay. I know you're working, Jose. Have you ever tried the flight combat, Jose? I don't know if you ever done that flight combat or not. The guys were talking out on stream right now about doing flight combat. I have not tried that yet. All right, here goes our right base. Oh, I just saw a little twitch here. Let me see. Is it freezing? Might have to. Ryan C71, good evening, sir. How are you? We're just coming into Savanah right now. All right, what are your predictions for landing here, guys? What do you think my prediction of landing here? I hate when that happens. Jack Center, 7 Delta Romeo, right base for final for 3 mile final for the option.
7 Delta Romeo, 10, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 10 for 7 Delta Romeo. Alright guys, we're at 800 feet. Give me a chance to catch up to you guys on chat. We have 3 green. And we're doing really good here. And here we go. I have not flown the others, but you know, that's something different that I would have to use. All right, we're still good on final here. We'll do another. Our speed looks good. Everything still looks good. Airfield is good. We have it in sight. All right, flaps up. Power is set. Airspeed's alive. We're still in the green. 80.
Roger, right turn on November, left Julia, left Lima, right Kilo.
And we're on the go. Thank you, gentlemen. 161. The F-16 would definitely. And Jack Center, 7 Delta Romeo is touch and go, right traffic for one more option.
7 Delta Romeo, Roger. Call midfield downwind.
Midfield downwind for 7 Delta Romeo. That would probably be a great thing. Evil Phil, how are you? We'll just level out here at 1,000 feet. Power back just a little bit. I was too close before, and I really want to do the separation in regarding to our flight. As you can see, right over here, and that's good separation. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to try that, Garrett. Probably you probably talked to Jose. I don't know if I'm trying to see how he was reacting to that, but that'd be something really good to do. But you will have to learn, as every button in the aircraft is in the simulator high. Well, I bet it's a lot of work too to try to figure that out, isn't it, guys? Jack Center, 7 Delta Romeo midfield for the option.
7 Delta Romeo 10, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 10 for 7 Delta Romeo.
American 579 is going to maintain.
And it's the best air-to-air flight. I bet it is.
For the approach.
I keep on talking and I keep on reducing my airspeed and everything else and just messing everything up, guys. Looking at chat. I bet is the is probably, I mean, you guys do the ones, I mean, you do everything, air combat, missile, everything. Tankers, destroying you know, everything on the ground also besides air to air. Oh, helicopters, tanks, Jesus. Jose would love that. Slats only, will you do that also? Alright guys, I am just clear to 10 like that. We're just going to bring it back down. We're going to go to this tree line right over here and then make the right turn for right base for the option. Gear is still up. We're still in that. And here's our turn. Sorry guys, I haven't checked yet. Just making this turn here.
Dash 91 on Kilo across from my 179 taxi to the Ram via Hotel 199.
And our gear is down, right base. We have 3 green, and she says we're too high.
A new follower. Hell yeah.
Oops. Oh, I hate that when you can't. And thank you for the follow. Give me 1 second to catch up on chat. I'm a little bit too high. And let's see if we can make that. Thank you so much, whoever just followed. I will look at the chat here in a second. As soon as we do this approach here, we still have it. Even though we were a little bit too high on these GA planes, you can make this with no problem. the 172 just floats. You can just let the power out and she'll float right in. We're keeping it center line, speed still good, and bring her in just right before power out. And another great landing, 139. I thought it was better than that, but okay. We're clear for the option. He gave us the clear to land.
American 579, proceed direct to honor, cross honor at 4,000, clear the ILS 1 right. Direct to honor, flight level 4,000 American 579.
Let's just do this here. I'll catch up here in a second, guys. If you can give me the time here to catch up. And Garrett, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Just catching up now. And Jack Center, November 7 Delta Romeo with a request.
7 Delta Romeo.
All right, request VFR flight following to the west.
A new follower.
Towards Charlotte. Charlie Lima Tango. Let's make it 8,500 for the flight.
7 Delta Romeo, roger. Cleared VFR to the west. VFR climb is at your discretion to maintain VFR at all times.
Maintain VFR at all times and VFR request to the west. 7 Delta Romeo. Thank you, sir. All right, so we're going to go towards Charlotte. And Evilfield, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you guys can do me a favor, let me just level out here. I'm going to continue climbing. 800. We're going to continue climbing. Actually, we just do that. And then we're going to go here, back. I'm really interested in that. Alex, how are you today, sir? Iowa Scotsman, thank you so much for stopping by. All of you guys that come through, I'm just catching up on there. But if you guys can do me a favor, please, if you guys can click the link there for Discord. There's a whole bunch of guys that are sim flyers, real world pilots, IFR, whatever you can find that are in Discord there. And when we do flights, we usually try to announce them in there, but I would really appreciate it if you guys can come on in Discord and have a good discussion or whatever you guys are playing. I also have it if you stream. I do have promote your stream in there, so everyone does get it. You do not get an everyone hit on there, but your information is in there so people can see you stream. I would really appreciate that. So let's go back over here. VFR, we're going to go and remove. And as soon as I finish this here, KCLT, and we're going to go direct VFR, and then we're going to hit our nav, and then we're going to continue climbing. Actually, we're going to leave it at 800. feet per minute, and we're going to go to 6,500 instead of 8,500, and we'll just.
American 579, runway lane right, clear to land, the wind 070.
Oh, that doesn't look right. Give me 1 second. Alex, you doing great, sir? Nice to see you. I know it's been a while since we've talked. So I hope everything is doing good. That's what I thought. It was giving me a different... that's why it's good to check your navigations, because we were going the wrong way when it turned me. It was giving me to a waypoint. So... It has been a minute, hasn't it? Anyway, glad you're doing well. I am doing very well. I still haven't finished my private yet. With this COVID and everything else going through, it just hasn't happened yet, but it will. and there's nothing wrong with that. So. Yeah, with the school closing down, it's been very hard to get a CFI. It really has. But I do have one, but he only can do it on the week on Sundays. So if I'm working and our schedules are off, it hasn't been the same, and everyone knows that in regarding to that. So I'm just keep on checking here. We're going on there. We're still doing good. I want to welcome everyone aboard November 7 Delta Romeo. We're just leaving out of Savanah, heading towards Charlotte in the Bonanza. We do have flight following. Jack Center has been on. Awesome. Listen, if you guys are flying and you guys are simmers and you are flying on VATSIM, I really do recommend that you leave positive notes to the VATSIM crew, wherever you fly out of, Jacksonville, Miami, the West Coast, East Coast, North. It's really good to leave information to these.
I am your host.
Bill for Ellie just came in with 50 viewers. Bill, how are you? I hope your stream went very well from Buffalo to Idaho. I think you went to Idaho also. Welcome aboard, everyone that came from, yes, Bill with the raid.
A new follower.
Thank you guys for following. And the raid is here. Bill, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming by. Your stream was great. I had you on my phone when right when you started getting to Idaho and everything else. So thank you so much for coming by. I want to head in the cloud 2020. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. It is party time.
A new follower.
It is party time. Garrett Smith, I am originally from, I was born in New York, Manhattan, New York, but I was raised out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Bill, I love you too, man. I thank you so much. I didn't get a chance to say hi to Julia when she popped in with that little drinky drink that you had before. You and Julia have a great night. Thank you so much, Bill. You have a good one. And if you guys haven't, please, for those who weren't following Bill on there, please give him a follow if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Here's his information. Go on there. He's a real world pilot. He's out of the West Coast. Does great sim work on there, and then you can follow him also on his YouTube. He does great YouTube videos too on his real world with his family and everything else when he flies the Piper or the 172. Great friend of mine. Please, guys, when you get a chance, follow him on Twitch and also follow his Discord. Also, great community, just like everything else. Thanks, Bill. Have a great night. Cool Camaro 12, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Roll Papa 516.
Garrett.
Radio check. Romeo, Papa 516.
Thank you, Bill. We're not gonna take that in here. For those who just saw that, that was rude, and I will not tolerate that. If you can ban them forever, that's ridiculous. How could someone be that way? Jesus, that just really ticked me off there. That was very aggressive. How could someone be like that and say things like that in this world today? Sorry about that, Bill. Really am. We're here as a community and everything else to, you know, all have fun.
A new follower. Hell yeah.
Backpack, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that, sir. Really, really do. Dave, are you the guy that donates a bunch in Bill's stream? I recognize your name from his chat. Yes, Cool Camaro. I am the gentleman. I am also his mod whenever I get a chance. I am a real-world pilot, student pilot. I have not finished my pilot's license due to the fact of everything going on with COVID and everything. So I am. And Bill's a really good friend of mine, so I try to, just like everything else in streams, you try to educate, and then you also try to get everyone to come through, and we all help each other out in regarding to that. So there's things that I learned from Bill that I still don't know, and even though he's not a CFI, I still look how he flies and then try to use that in my tool belt that is going to be correct in your real world flying. And I do fly a 172 mic, which has carb heat, and then I also fly a 172S in the real world.
A new follower.
Whiskey 8822, thank you so much for the follow, and hopefully Camaro, I've given you a Cool Camaro 12. I hope I've given you a one of those great what am I looking for on Bill's stream there that gives you a sub sometime there. Noah Slays, how are you, sir? Noah Slays, my son, follow me on this tablet. It was great seeing. Thank you, Noah, for following. Whiskey 8822, thank you so much for the follow again, guys. If you can, I do put my stuff on. I do have everything on Discord, and we have everyone that comes through. I was about to say I've been gifted 3 subs on Bill's stream, and at least one of them must have been you. That's great. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad everyone is on board here and watching. I really feel grateful that Bill came through here and did a raid. Excellent guy, and I did put his information on there if you guys haven't followed. For those who were not on his stream, I really do appreciate Bill. You guys have a good night. Julia, you too. So we are 158 nautical miles Jacksonville Center is stepping away. We're at 6,500, and let me just do the power set here. We're good for power. We're at around 25, 24. We're going to keep it there. Wind is at 1 knot. Quartering tailwind.
A new follower.
Viking 0091, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Really do. We are flying the Bonanza F33 Alpha 7 Delta Romeo. I love this plane. We are an X-Plane 11, and this is Fork Boy that I've used over here. We left from Jacksonville to Savanah, now Savanah to Charlotte. Melvin Leroy, how are you today, sir? Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, Melvin Leroy is another great streamer. One of my good friends there too. He streams, and if you haven't watched him fly that DC-3, which I used to fuel back in the days when I worked for TWA, it's amazing. I can't fly any tail wheel airplanes. I mean, I've tried and I've crashed, so that's why I don't stream it. But Melvin, if you follow on Twitch there for me, he has a information in regarding to when he streams, and you can watch him do slant whiskey. He does a lot of slant whiskey. He does a lot of golf, and he does instruments, so I really do appreciate it. Yeah, you love that ogle, yeah. I wish I had pictures back in the days of me climbing the back end of that with a ladder and then taking the hose and bringing it up to the 1 and 2 engine and fueling avgas into those planes. I do have a picture of myself next to a 727 TWA back in 1988, but back in those ages, there was no flip phones. There was no phones, actually. In regarding to that, there was no phones. There was a bag phone. Let me just get that. Back in 88, I was 18 years old. Just graduated from high school. I was working for TWA. I turned 18 in November. I was allowed to work at 17. I was going out of high school. Was that pick on? Yeah, I did put it on Discord. If just in case you guys, I did put it a while ago, but I can put it back again. Here's my information for Discord. If you guys can follow, I'd really do appreciate it. Anyone that's on here, I really do appreciate you joining. Those that came over from Bill, I know you guys had a great MSF S2020 flight from Buffalo to Canada, and then he did Idaho, and then that little, I think he was flying one of the one of those planes that had the looks like a G1000 and everything else. So I was 14 in 88. Yeah, I'll be 50 years old in November 12th. So I'll be 50 years old. So after I went through and I worked for TWA, I was I was working the ground, then I became a supervisor. So I was in charge of all the flights, all the baggage, everything that used to go on there, U.S. mail, pushback, fueling, everything that you can think of. Downs. I do have a picture. I don't think I do. I have to see if I have one of when I was on here, but I was in air. I don't think I have one from Pan Am. But anyway, I was. Let me just turn this up a little bit because now I can't hear them. You're still 46. I do have a the picture of that standing in front of the TBA with another gentleman. But at that time, that's when Melvin can tell you, or even Phil, you can tell that the L1011 was coming in. That's when back in the days, Eastern was still there and Continental. And they were bringing in the DC-10s, excuse me, the L1011 and the, my God, Melvin, I just lost it, the sister of the L1011. Man, my mind just went blank. It's not a DC-12. Well, anyway, if you guys, anyway, we were doing the L1011, the DC-9, the MD-80, the 727-100 and the 727-200 series, and it was really good to listen to that L1011 just Rolls-Royce engines just light up. They used to start number 2 first on the top, and then 1 and 3.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. This is Darren, November 10.
And so much power, the earth used to shake when you used to start that.
106 off of
In 88, I was dreaming of you. Well, in 88, I worked for TWA in 80, just outside of 87, 88, 89, and then right before 90, I became a police officer. So from 90 all the way through just 10 years ago, or 12 years ago, I was a police officer, and that's when I started doing actually aviation out of Palm Beach County. I was flying. I started my flying in a Cessna 152. I have that on Discord also. You can see me in front of a 89340. Cessna 89340 152. We were snugged in there, myself and my CFI. So it was pretty good. And then when I was flying and still a police officer. Unfortunately, I ended up getting cancer, so I lost my third-class medical. So I didn't do any flying. I stayed working as a police officer and doing my treatments and just going through life and staying with the family and being blessed. And then just last year, the end of last year, the beginning of this year, I was able to get my third-class medical, ladies and gentlemen, cancer-free. And I started at Pan Am Flight School. I already had 42 hours. I was ready for my check ride when I ended up getting sick. And so I had to do the maneuvers again, and I had to do my written test again. So as soon as I did my written test, I started flying again, and guess what hit the world? COVID. And as soon as that hit the world, my flying has stopped. I did go back when it opened up to phase 2 in Florida, and I had 2 ground schools. I went up out of Kissimmee, and when I got back, Pan Am was, they told them they were closing the school. Pan Am went bankrupt. So I have not flown for 2.5, 3 months now, besides the sim world. And I do have a CFI, like I said before in the beginning of the stream, whoever was, here with us. I am looking forward to finishing that up, but till then, I do have a CFI that we're trying to get our schedules synced and everything. But to then, I am still studying for that mock check ride, and then I'll have to do my maneuvers again. And I think I might stream one day doing the maneuvers of the 172 stalls and steep turns, and just it has been 3 months, so I know it's not the same as real world, but trying to get the maneuvers down packed for emergency descent, engine fire, anything that we have to do just to make sure that is good. So I want to thank everyone that's been out and been with me so far on this stream, November 7 Delta Romeo. Again, I want to thank everyone for the follow, whoever's been following. Again, there's the Discord. We're a great community of GA flying. So we try to do things totally different and do a lot of VFR flying. I do have my I do have my instrument through VATSIM during the pandemic. I was able to get my instrument through VATSIM, but it's been really good. Downwind Sim, thank you so much, sir. I just wanted to share my story and tell you my for those, it might touch someone, it might help someone out if someone's thinking of flying, or if they've been flying and all this stuff has been a mess and it's been totally different. I want to let everyone know that sometimes things happen. Look, it's been over 2 decades already. Almost 2 decades that my dream of flying has been not there, and then finally I've been able to overcome something that's been devastating for myself and my family and my boys. And my love, my passion for flying is there, and I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this private pilot's license. And I'm just going to make it happen. I'm not going to stop until I get it. So for those, I hope I inspired. You needed an inspiration or not, but that's just me. I'm looking to see if I can go back up. I want to finish up my my mock check ride on the ground school. I have a friend that's a CFI, so we've been doing over the phone, going over maneuvers and what do you need, and just going over back and forth, just like if an actual DPE has been talking to me or not. So I want to get all that done, and then once that is done, and I know I'm good, especially my cross country, I'll probably do a cross country on a stream of cross country from Kissimmee to Ocala using the VORs, and then doing a actual diversion, like if you were going to actually do your PPL, and then from there go straight into the maneuvers and the landings. And I'm not going to go short field, long, whatever that case may be, but I'll just do something like that. but I want to thank for everyone that's followed. I really do appreciate it. And I would like to reach out to as much people that love GA flying. I would love to do that. F-16, does that cost money, the F-15 and everything, for those that were on here? This guy is really something. Give me 1 second, guy. That guy that came in here. That gentleman that came in here before, he went into that. He went to someone else's stream and was talking some bad things now. Oh, they're all marked down, Evil Phil? Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah, those there. I don't know why people are like that. I really don't. Saying something bad, that goes into another. Just ridiculous. Let's go back in here. You know, there was a. Are you currently living in? Yes, I am. I love. Yes, I do. I fly out of Kissimmee. How far am I? 120. Give me 1 second. I should be out of his airspace. But he said he's stepping away, and I haven't heard anything. Jack Center, Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo. I think he forgot about me. 132. Let me give me 1 second, guys. 132. I think he forgot about me. I said step away. All right, I'm back. If my brother goes scuba diving in the Florida Keys at all time, I would love to do a flight to the Keys again. That was a great flight.
Southwest 1323, we'll do this instead for you if you like.
And Cool Camaro 12, I am, and I love flying X-Plane and Microsoft, and of course in real life.
475, advise when you have the weather notice Birmingham.
A while ago, I didn't stream it though. I went from Jacksonville to Orlando. Actually, it was Jacksonville to Daytona, Orlando to West Palm to Miami, Miami to the Keys, and the Keys all the way to back towards RSW, just south of Tampa, and then back to Jacksonville and I flew it in the Bonanza. I didn't stream it. I was just, and that's a long flight, but I was just enjoying the day, and I had nothing else to do, so that day I was actually just enjoying the flight VFR, so I might have to do that again one day.
Southwest 1323, well, right there on the very front of that chart, I think it tells you to go ahead and prep for runway 10. And,
oh, he's a diving instructor? My wife? Wait, my dream is to fly from my home Detroit area to Daytona for the NASCAR. Listen, when you land Cool Camaro 12, if you land at Daytona, coming across I-95 going west to east, Daytona International is right there. You can see it on final. Beautiful approach, especially if you're on a downwind. You fly. Well, you don't fly over it. No, they have it on the other side. You have to fly on the opposite side. But you turn right base and then final.
Typically, not prefer you to cross you over top all the final approach courses to get to the north.
But
operational reason for
beautiful approach. He is a diving instructor. Evil Phil, you know what? My wife is claustrophobic with things around her face. When we got married and we went on our honeymoon to Mexico, Cancun, we went scuba diving, and it was really hard for her. So I have not attempted it again. Cool Camaro. Yep, I can vacation Daytona every February. You know what? Cool Camaro, this is it. If I have my, and I will, and it can't be negative. When I get my pilot's license, I have another friend that lives in Daytona. If you're there, and when I do have it, if there's a plane available to rent, I'll fly to Daytona. We'll go for a VFR flight. How about that? Downwind Sim, nice to visit with you. Bedtime for this guy. See you next time. All right, Downwind Sim, thank you so much, and thank you for the follow again. And if you catch everything up on the Discord, also, I always put stuff in there too. You have a great night. See ya. I want to show you guys my new. Let me show you guys my new emotes that just came in, that I just got. If you guys don't mind me sharing it. I gotta. Oh, I guess I can't find them. Where are they? They must be over here. All right, I have this one, this one, this one, and then they usually bounce around. Look at that, they bounce around. I just got the new. I have the Bonanza, November 7 Delta Romeo, and the Raid, Contact 122.8, and Hype. Sim Aviator, how are you today, sir? Again with you. So if you do all the Bonanzas like this, guys, and you hit it, they bounce around the screen a lot. There you go.
Absolutely.
The Bonanza that's mimicked to the one that's flying.
Does 819er X-ray here?
And the gentleman that is
M20 Romeo.
talking right now,
Because you're extra special. Yes, sir.
he is streaming, and that's going. I'm okay. My commenters are all catching up to me on my YouTube. I don't know what I can do better. I'm not on YouTube. I do move everything over when I get a chance, but I'm not on YouTube. You do good streaming on YouTube.
Confirm you also have the weather for Charlotte, please. Yes, I do. 2567 runway 18 center taxi.
Don't hit yourself over your head in regarding to that. Let me get something here because we are KCLT. Let me get some stuff here. And let me get the weather real quick. KCLT. And let me get the weather. And there's no information on the weather.
I think Petrie's closed when I'm going to verify here. Yeah, they closed an hour and 11 minutes ago. So, Mooney 9 X-ray, 9er X-ray Sierra, just give me a call once you're airborne there, we'll just take care. Alright, sounds good. I'll go ahead and taxi up for departure and call you airborne 9XS, thanks. Watch out for all the marginal VFR in here.
Oh, that's great.
Charlie Yankee, turn left heading at 350, vectors approach.
Alright, we're just checking in right here just to make sure we've been outside. Let's just change our fuel tanks. Everything's still in the green. Taxi light's still off. We're at 6,500. We're heading out. In regarding to that, yeah, we're just outside of South Carolina, so Jacksonville center I couldn't reach. 0011 here. Even Phil, thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone that's on the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna have a great night. Thank you so much, and I'll probably stream again on Thursday. If I'm not working, I'll be back out on Thursday. For those in the channel, please thank you so much for following, and continuing the flight here to Charlotte from Savanah to Charlotte in November 7 Delta Romeo. I really do appreciate it. Let's just go back over here and do another view. Let me contact Charlotte Good evening, Charlotte. Bonanza 7 Delta
A new
Romeo.
follower. Hell yeah.
Second tail number on Delta Romeo.
And good evening, Center. Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo. Good evening, William.
All three of you, huh?
I think Jack Center went offline. I can't get a hold of him. I was VFR with flight following 96 miles south of Charlotte, 6,500.
That's fine here. 7 Delta. Oh, actually, I think I see there. Go ahead and ident.
7 Delta Romeo, here's the flash. Live Dave or Frank, thank you so much.
7 Delta Romeo, our radar contact, and just confirm destination still Savanah.
No, I advised Jacksonville. We did some touch and goes, and now we're heading towards Charlotte.
7 Delta Romeo, Roger. I'll get your flight following there to Charlotte. Charlotte altimeter 3017.
3017 for 7 Delta Romeo.
No, excuse me, I don't have the weather there for Columbia there that you're about to overfly, but it's outside the airspace. I'm currently charter, but there's Charlotte altimeter for you.
There's no problem. And I try to check the weather, and it's not coming up for me, too. It's showing no wind.
And good evening, Dave.
All right, roger that. Thank you, sir.
KLM 623, turn left.
Sim Aviator, where did I get the follow audio? I downloaded it, and I can send it to you, or I can show you where you can get that. I have it too low, actually. I don't know if it's loud in your ears or not, but...
Bear wings 5530, fly heading at 360, maintain 180 knots.
360, 180 knots, Bear wings 5530.
South 475, fly heading at
I can show you that information a little bit later on if you wish. You need a subscriber audio? Yep.
South is 475, clear at Sempo. Set to maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 6 approach. Sempo down.
Who, me?
clear to 4,
Jose?
clear to the ILS.
Who, me?
06,
Oh, you do.
Bear wings 5530, keep that turn heading.
You know what,
0730
Sim
and intercept the 9 right
Sim
local.
Aviator, you
070,
you do great streaming. You have a different platform. You already have your.
2 miles from EZ, maintain 4,000 until
I need to
established.
raise
Cleared
this
ILS runway
real
9
quick
right
just in
approach.
case he starts
Maintain
talking to me
4,000,
again.
still established, clear 9 left, 9 right, ILS approach, Bear wings 5530.
So
Southwest 1323, descend
you
balance
never come
position,
to my
maintain level
streams
240.
too. I come to your streams.
Maintain level 240, right.
What do you mean I don't come to your streams? I come to your streams.
Yeah, 2567.
I like the inside view. That's a very nice view.
Center 819, our exit here is just off of Peachtree, and we're climbing out of 2,600 for 3,500 VFR. Like to take your vectors to the Alice 10.
So we're going through, not you.
119er,
Oh.
X-ray, Roger.
So tell me a little bit. Oh, you know what, guys? There's a lot of you guys that like to fly the 737.
Contact squawk 3211.
The 737. I don't know if you guys have seen.
Go ahead and head to the southeast. Just caution if you can remain clear of the full cloud.
Oh shoot! I don't think I can pull them up.
A new follower.
Give hello, Chip. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. It means a lot to me. Those who haven't joined yet, there's the Discord information. There's a whole group of us, real world pilots. There's CFIs in there, but you know, of course, a disclaimer: they're not your CFI. And but we all like to get together and fly GA. Sometimes IFR, but most of the time is all VFR. So if you guys can join Discord and get alerts and talk to most of the guys that are on there, I would really appreciate it, and I really like to follow. I really do. Come November, I'm at. I like to be at around. Get the audience around 250. That's my goal. I'm just giving the goal of what I want to do. 250 followers and continue growing as an affiliate with Twitch and continue broadcasting GA flying 172 Bonanzas, and then also as a student pilot, and to get that PPL also we'll be flying in the sim as a real world pilot here pretty soon, which I am a pilot, but until I get that paper in my hand, that'd be really good. You know what? Are you a real world pilot? Well, thank you so much for subscribing to Discord also. Oh, Cool Camaro, I thought you have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good one, and thank you so much for coming through.
5 miles from Bazaar, maintain 5,000.
I really do appreciate it. It was great talking to everyone that came through, so you definitely have a great night. Hello, Chip. Are you a real world pilot? If you're not, even if you're not, there is, of course, there's VATSIM, and you can go to the VATStar, vatstar.com, and register. You start with your PPL, and it's the closest you're going to get to real world, and then you can, after you get your PPL, then you can start learning how to do instrument and doing the basic. So if you need information, I can give it to you after the stream. You just send me go into the lobby and I'll give it to you.
Southwest 1323, descend via the Gandalf to arrival, land altimeter 3014.
And let's just check the weather again into Charlotte, guys. Let's check the weather into Charlotte. We are 75 miles into just southeast of Charlotte, just coming over South Carolina. We're probably just outside of...
Approach 9 Eric, we're heading back eastbound now. Unfortunately, we won't be able to remain clear of the deltas and overfly them due to IMC conditions ahead. So
well, see, if you hear them talking, that's why I didn't use the real world weather, because the IMC was just terrible.
Sierra, cleared into the Atlanta class Bravo airspace, maintain VFR outer below 3,500, heading at 200.
It won't hurt to try. If you really want to fly, find a local place for you that you can fly at. A school. I don't know how it is now with the way the world is now with this COVID.
It's kind of hit or miss. There's some good areas and there's some really good.
Some schools are open, some schools are not. So.
United 429, climb and maintain follow 360.
But if they told you you can pass it, then that's even better.
Follow 360, United 429. Spear wings 5530, runway 9 right, clear to land. 9 right, clear to land, Spirit wings 5530.
That's great information to know, especially if you're gonna, you know, continue your flight and what you want to do.
Sorry, did you want us to report the
So we're going into Charlotte right now. I don't have. It's good to brief yourself, especially if you're flying by yourself. You're 70 miles right now, and you're not doing anything but looking out and making sure no one's gonna, you know, your VFR. You're looking around to make sure everything is okay. And if you have the moment to brief yourself, I would. So what I do right now is I check the weather already, and I even went into ForeFlight to check to see. I think everything in Florida is allowed to open. Yes. I was flying out of Pan Am, but they went bankrupt, and I'm not going to go all the way to Orlando Executive from where I live. It'll be an hour there, an hour back, and then they wanted me to do everything all over again. Have you seen my Innsbruck approach?
Very good, lower 4 Charlie.
I don't know if I have. When you last streamed, I was there with you. Remember, was there another one after that? Because you streamed and I was on your stream all the way down to landing. Was that the one that you're talking about?
Turn an additional 10 degrees to the right. This will put you.
So anyway, what I was trying to tell you is that I do not have the weather. VATSIM doesn't have the weather open. And then real world weather right now. Let me see under 4 flight. Let's see what we have here and see what we can do.
United 2567, verify the heading of 200.
And we go back. And let's see, since there's no weather. No, I don't. Yeah, I was there with you. So we go to 4 flight because right now, if we go to Sky Vector, the winds right now is showing no winds. 9 miles, which is wrong because they're reporting IMC conditions there. So something is wrong on the reporting. Unless with the IMC, there's definitely no wind. So, yes, Parth, I was there. I was there with you. So let's just go into Sky Vector. Excuse me, let's just go into 4 flight. Check the weather. There's 2 runways closed. They're reporting VFR. And the same thing, the winds are at 0. Let's see what the TAF is.
KLM 623 Bravo short of Delta.
Oh, here it goes. The TAF gives us the actual 230 at 6.
9er left at Sierra. Join Mike to the ramp. Enjoy the rest of your evening. 9 left at Sierra and Mike to the ramp.
230.
530, thanks.
Let's see if that's correct. Well, all right, we'll make sure we get that. So we're still flying here. Thank you guys so much for still staying on board. Thank you so much. November 7 Delta Romeo. Flying this Bonanza
United 2567.
F33A Alpha. I love flying this airplane. We're from Savanah to Charlotte. We're 60 miles south of the airport.
Your radar contact, turn left to a heading of 260 and say current altitude.
He can give us 36 right. That would be really good.
Our 9er X-ray Sierra, turn right, heading of 280. Heading 280 down on exit.
I'm 3.9 miles from Brooksville, Tampa by Tampa Bay Regional Airport. Yes, I'm familiar.
Runway 6, clear to land and just report clear the runway.
Very familiar. Very familiar in that area. So we're getting brief here. We checked the weather. VATSIM is not reporting weather. I checked 4 flight.
Thanks for that power up. Your IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR frequency change to advisory approved. VFR to advisory for 4 Charlie.
And the weather is reporting the same thing, but the TAF is reporting something totally different. So Tower said they would do something on there. So if we can go, either it's going to be a 2-3, a left base into 2-3, or he'll give us 3-6 right, depending on the wind. And right now we are coming up to
United 2567, stay altitude passing.
We are 20 miles before we hit
2567 X 8000 the initial officer, don't climb and maintain.
we're 20 miles,
6,000 at this time.
almost 20 miles, 25 miles before we hit Bravo airspace.
Southwest 13.
Arnold 1628, thank you so much for coming on board. November 7 Delta Romeo. What are you doing? How's your night so far? We're just 54 miles just southeast of Charlotte International Airport. Hope your night's been doing really good. We've been having a great stream tonight. We left out of Jacksonville Airport in Florida, VFR. We went to Savannah. We had Center come on, and we did a 2 touch and goes, and we went flying from Savannah northwest towards Charlotte, and we've had Center on all the way through. It looks like they're having an event in GSP, which is just outside of South Carolina, so that's not bad at all. It's on the it's west of Charlotte, GSP, Greenville International Airport. It looks like it's fully packed, approach, tower, and ground. So there must be an event going on there. Actually, let me just check the ATIS for 210 at 3.
1703, roger. The letter would be appreciated as it does change to make sure we have the correct run. We're right 9 left intersection of Mike 2.
210 at 3, so we're probably going to get 23. We're definitely going to probably get 2-3 unless he says something totally different.
That is correct, thank you much. United 2567, correct Bob Z, resume the departure, climb and maintain level 340.
All right, let's just bring this over here. See how that changes right here, ladies and gentlemen? I entered the VOR for Charlotte, and we're at 2. Let's just move this over here. We're at 2.
2567, correct Bob Z, resume the departure,
All right.
climb and maintain.
I know I'm using my nav. I'm just going over this with you. See how it went 2 to 4? So we're going 2, so we're going to see what the inbound radial is to Charlotte and see what we're flying. And we're right there at 01. See? Matches. And right here is our ring, our 20-mile ring. So we're 20 miles before we hit to Bravo. And there's Charlotte. And we're supposed to be ground to 10,000 feet, 10,000. And looks like we're going to be going to 2-3.
Verify you have the ATIS. Confirm you have the ATIS for Lynn.
I mean, I had a problem with my internet. Hopefully it didn't crash.
Verify you have the ATIS, the Airport Terminal Information System. It's over on 125.55 with pertinent weather and airport operation information.
Let's just check this out.
Atlanta, please. Air X-ray Sierra, turn left heading 120, intercept the local.
All right, we're going through here, and he's starting to get busy, so 121.1. Let's see if we can hear it. Since it's not indicating over there, even though GSP says another, we can try to go here, 121.15. It's not coming up.
Fire cleared, practice bridge 109XS6. Southwest 1323, descend and maintain 4,000, maintain 180 knots.
Let's see if we can change it. Atlanta Center, good evening. Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo with X-ray. Well, that's what I'm picking up out of GSP. Cleared it to the Bravo.
Just remain underneath the Class Bravo airspace forward for now. 7 Delta Romeo has the clearance into Class B here after a bit. And again, the Charlotte altitude remains 3017. No, it is such ground.
3017 and remain under Class B Bravo shelf for 7 Delta Romeo. All right, so we have to be...
Delta 210, you still here?
So we have to be at 3,600 feet, ladies and gentlemen. He just told us that we have to be at 36 under Class B Bravo. So let's just drop it down to 28 here. Drop it. Enter, enter, and let's just go down because we're almost into Bravo.
South 1323, vector spacing flight, heading of 300.
Actually, we have to go down. And we're going to keep on going.
Delta 17.
Boeing Sky pilot, how are you today, sir? Welcome aboard. How are you today?
1703, RNAV grids, runway 9 left. Intersection of Mike 2. Clear.
Hope your flight was good in your 737 Alaska. Guys, if you haven't seen Boeing Sky Pilot's airplane, please check them out. Excellent.
2567, verifying direct to Bosley, climbing to
We're just coming into Charlotte, and we have to remain.
Direct to Bosley,
And actually, I'm going to turn her heading.
Thanks, I see you making a turn there. Perfect, thanks. Southwest 1323, fly heading at 360.
Oh, shoot. Come on. Oh, we're in IMC. Shh, don't tell anyone. Power back a little bit. We're in IMC. We're still descending. See, you can't tell if you're going up or down right now, can you guys? In this weather. You cannot tell. We're going to skirt around right here and just head towards 060 at the heading, because that is going to be from 4,000 to 10,000, and that's going to skirt underneath B Bravo airspace.
Southwest 1323, turn right heading to 070, intercept the runway 10 localizer.
heading 070, join localize runway 10. Thank you.
There, we're descending below
Number 7 Delta Romeo cleared into the Charlotte Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR plus 4,500, fly heading. Let's make it 350.
all right, climbing back up to 4,500, and you said 350 in the heading?
You can just make it at or below 4,500. Tell you what, are you parking over at Wilson Air today?
Yes, sir. I was going to either take 2-3, looks like with the winds are coming through, or straight in 3-6 right, whatever is available.
Number 7 Delta Romeo, right. Tell you what, just for now, you can proceed on course towards the airport. We'll double check the weather here. Previously been heading south, mostly.
All right, straight on course for 7 Delta Romeo. All right, so they're giving us straight on course, guys. So we can go back here.
Yeah, maybe we'll squeeze some out here. We've been landing south all evening, but I don't have any other players with the wind column. I'm sure we can get that worked out.
7 Delta Romeo, thank you, sir.
Mooney 9er X-ray Sierra, runway
All right, so the wind is
10,
calmed, like we were saying. Remember we were going through? The beach house is lurking on you. Well, I'm glad. I hope you guys had a good stream over there. We're I caught
1703, thank you.
I caught you guys just a little bit, like I told you guys, and today I didn't get a chance to watch your whole stream because I haven't streamed it a little bit, so I hope you guys don't mind. I really do apologize.
This, are you intimidating? Say again?
So
Are you
let's get down to
intimidating
2,800. We're going to go below 3,000.
Oh God, no, are you kidding me? I'm a puppy dog. Everybody
And
loves me.
we don't have to worry about plus or
Chris,
minus
you
500
intimidating as a
VFR,
controller?
even though we just went through the clouds there, some
Wait,
IMC.
you make me mad.
I was in the pool.
I
want to
actually
thank
trained,
everyone that's come
Chris
out
on,
to
Center for
November
Mayhem.
7 Delta Romeo on the Bonanza F33A
So
Alpha.
it's your fault.
We went from
Yeah, pretty
Jacksonville
much,
to
yeah.
Savannah, Savannah to Charlotte, and I really do appreciate. The pancakes just went to another passenger. That's all. Oh man, my 1A. But you know what? You know what? We need to give you the pancakes, guys. Here's the pancakes, and I love it because if you guys can fill the screen with pancakes because they just bounce all the way around now. Look at that.
South 1323 coming
Pancakes.
up on 10 miles from CT, maintain 4,000 till
And I showed you my new emojis,
Savannah,
my new emotes. So I just got those. Nice. So we've been brief in regarding to this. I know I've been talking.
I have the radar. I can see when you're there. Break United 2567.
Thank you so much, James. And Ray, thank you so much, guys. And you know what I forgot to do, guys? Also, besides that,
United 2567, Quebec, Nashville.
Direct to Nashville for 2567.
you guys, why it didn't work? Oh, I know why.
Who was calling at 380?
I did that wrong, didn't I? I did it wrong again, didn't I?
Delta 1703, climb and maintain final 330.
I think I'll get it right the third time, right? The third time's a charm. Beach house.
The other aircraft that was calling at flight 380 with the check on.
Let's see if it works. There you go. So here we go. We are 23 miles,
I'm sorry, the numbers were too fast. 89.99 or what was it?
and we're direct into 36. He's going to give us direct to 36 right. So we're going to get this here, and we're going to capture this magenta line into it. We are at 2,800. Not bad at all. We don't have to worry about.
Delta 899.
And I knew as
Delta
soon as we did
8099,
that.
roger, right now.
Sweet. So I believe he's going to give us. We're still going to do VF. We're going to still do VFR.
700 runway heading. Airliner X-ray Sierra, roger. Say attention. Oh, we'll take another ILS 10 if you don't mind. Airliner X-ray Sierra, turn right heading of, I think it's 220. Take GT09 access. Delta 1425. Say the altitude pass and put you on the frequency already.
I am on frequency. I'm waiting for you to get a moment. 10,000 and direct Gita.
Delta 1425, climb and maintain level 280.
280, that's 1425.
Number 7 Delta Romeo, radar contact lost. Just advise when you have Charlotte in sight. And last reported 9 statute mile visibility of the most recent meter.
Let me climb back up to 3,500. I'm 20 miles just to the south.
New subscription received.
Just
Dispensing
outside
gratitude.
of
Gratitude
Pecan, if I
dispensed.
pronounce that correctly.
Yeah, 7 Delta Romeo, roger. Yeah, just in and out of radar coverage, just kind of weak there in that area on the south side of Charlotte. No trouble at all, whatever altitude that you need to maintain the VFR. And number 7 Delta Romeo, do it. Enter straight in runway 36 right. Let's go for it.
36 right, and I really do appreciate it. 7 Delta Romeo. All right, so we're going to.
8099, your radar contact 25
Boeing Sky Pilot, thank you so much.
Southwest 1320.
Thank you for the subscription. I know you got to run. 4:30 comes early in the morning. Thank you so much for stopping by. Ray, thank you so much for stopping by. everyone that has come by and gave me a follow. I really do appreciate it sticking. We're almost done here. We're headed out towards. I want you guys to stick around. I like to, as we can see, you can hear William. Cleared approach is on Charlotte right now, so that's who I'm talking to. Also, a great streamer from Vatson. We're 17 miles into Charlotte, and I guess
climbing through 1700 IFR to Birmingham, please.
But
Air 414 Charlie Yankee Squawk 3307.
go on to here.
3307 for Charlie.
There's the LPV. And since we're doing, if you're wondering why I am, you could do an instrument approach while you're VFR. You hear the ATC telling you you're cleared for the visual. You can still use your navigational equipment that you have on board and still practice your IFR, but doing your VFR, which I'm doing. I don't fly that much IFR. I do have my VATSIM IFR rating on there that I try to do and use, but I haven't been using as much because I'm practicing for my PPL, and I don't want to get two of them. You know, it's another tool in my belt for in real life, but as you can see, it's going to capture. It's going to capture the LVP here for. And if I can go through, I don't think I have it open. Approach 36 right. Let me see if I had it open. All right, it should be making a left here, and then we should be coming up to Agenda. Agenda, we're supposed to be at 5,000, but he told me to go below, so that's why we had radar lost from the tower. If you remember him saying radar contact lost. So we were supposed to be at 5,000, teardrop to 4,000 at Lancer, and then Sikdu at 3,000, Hayu at 25, and then 1.6 nautical miles from there. Then we would come into 36 right. So here we are right now. William told us to continue 36 right on the visual, but I'm using my navigational equipment to still assist me on my VFR, even though I am not IFR flying. There's nothing wrong with that, to use that. So here we are. We're supposed to be at 4,000. 3,000. We're at 2,800. So when we get to Hayu, if I did this correctly, we should be able.
1323 Sierra Golf.
We should be able to capture the glide slope because I have approach already set. Yaw damper. Our lights are on. We're still good. We're still in the green. And when we get closer, we will get to the point that we will
from Sierra Juliet, hold short of Romeo 7.
Take out our flaps so we can get some air coming through now since we're in lower. I'm still going to keep her going here.
Sierra Juliet, the east side of that taxiway lane.
And we're coming up to Sikdu.
Tunnel 1323, that's from Sierra Juliet, short of Romeo 7. Well, after Sierra Juliet, it'll be a slight turn on to Romeo, short of Romeo 7.
And we can continue going through here. Thank you guys so much for staying on here. We're almost there.
United 2567, Roger.
Now let's see if it captures the glide slope here as soon as we get into Hayu. Atlanta Center, Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo has the airport in sight, just coming off Sikdu.
Tower 7 Delta Romeo, runway 36 right, clear away.
36 right, clear to land, 7 Delta Romeo. Oh, there it goes. As you can see, it's capturing, and you're flying VFR, guys. You're flying VFR. You're still using your, if you were practicing IFR.
360 right now.
I know, I see that.
Oh, my frame rates just went down, so let me just turn some stuff off here.
Not sure why you're above there. So to maintain file 340. If you're looking for something different, you'd have to ask for an ATC clearance.
Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want it to kill the frames here.
Break down 1425, descend across Ozzy at maintain 1.
And let me see where we're at.
3014.
3014.
Okay, we're back up. Our CPU is at 4.8, so we're doing pretty good. So let's just pull power back here. We're going a little bit too quickly here.
Willing for you to provide a request there.
And how far? Do your predictions. Exclamation predict to see the landing rate on this. Pull the power back, and we're going to
A new
go.
follower. Hell yeah.
Let me go back down here and put the. So we have prop, mixture, landing gear, first notch of flaps, and slant alpha. Welcome to the channel, sir. How are you?
I'm turning back down towards the rest.
Southwest 1323. Join Romeo 7, cross runway 9er right.
For those on the channel, if you guys haven't visited Slant Alpha, he does great sim work in regarding the flying with Whiskey and the DC-3 and some other. No GTN 750s, none of that. Everything is VOR. Amazing in regarding to how he does his flying. If you guys can please give him a follow. So we have 3 green. We're in our approach here, and we're still, like I told you before, we're VFR, but we did this approach, practicing, and still using our visual flight rules to still do it. So it doesn't mean that you can't never use the information that you have on board. So the aircraft is mine. Thank you, Slant. We're a little low, as we can see here. We're a little low.
Confirm that's the call sign, Delta 2316-2316.
All right, there we go, back on the glass slip there. Continue.
Yeah, that's me. I put
Airport
it in
in sight. Last notch of flaps, come in.
Okay, yeah, let me search for that. Delta, by the way, the 3 that are identified for Delta is Delta Alpha.
We're doing really
yeah,
good.
that was a typo. Sorry about that.
And just keep on flying the airplane. Just keep on flying all the way through. Everything's still in the green.
16 ident.
And come across the numbers. We're still lined up. Really good. Really good approach.
Actually, Delta 2316. Radar contact now 5 miles northeast of Shire. Descend pilot's discretion to maintain file 240.
There it is.
Level 240.
Center line 63.
4 Charlie 8.
Hold back on the yoke.
300 Niner.
R4 Charlie.
All right.
November 9er X-ray Sierra 2 miles to CT.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charlotte.
That's approach 10 approved.
That was a great landing, guys, huh? And we're going to come over here and cross over here on Delta 3. All the way across. And let's clean up. And we're going to stay with
Delta Romeo straight into Wilson Air. Thanks, Dave.
straight in Wilson Air from Delta 3. William, thank you so much for the ATC.
Always, brother. Enjoy.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're going across here. We turn off our nav lights, strobe lights. He cleared us over here. So going to Wilson. We're just going to come over here and park.
Southwest 1323, cross runway 9er left on Sierra. Join Mike to the ramp and join the rest seat.
We didn't go all the way through Wilson Air, but we just came over to here to this side. Look at those big Boeing airplanes, Parth. Boeings. Yes, that's what I said. Boeings.
Take care now. Mooney 9er X-ray.
So let's go through here. We had an excellent flight. Let's
So
just
10 clear for the option 9
put this out to the side here.
Atlanta Center, United 429.
Yeah, United 429, go ahead.
All right, landing
Roger,
light came
I'm
off.
having
We still have our
issues
beacon
with
light because our
my
engine is still on.
Disconnect
We
for a
go
few
through
minutes to see if
here
it
and
stabilizes. I'm tending to turn back on to course now, but I'm going to disconnect
there.
this here and then reconnect
Off.
to see if it helps any.
Sure, best of luck. If you do happen to take a while doing that and you end up, let's call it anywhere within 10, well, let's
Do
just
you
say
hear the
30
radio?
miles.
Hear the radio still in my ear? We're gonna open up the baggage compartment here, static, and I love flying this airplane. This Bonanza 7 Delta Romeo is a great airplane. In regarding to it, I want to thank everyone that subscribed and followed on here. If you haven't followed yet, I really would have really appreciated if you give me a follow. I'm a real world pilot, student pilot, just almost ready for my check ride and everything else. So I really would appreciate it if you can follow also on Discord. We'll be flying again on Thursday, and I'm trying to figure out what area I'm actually going to fly in regarding to it. So that's something that I'm looking at. Well, I want to thank everyone in regarding to come out. I want you to go on and we're going to raid our good friend Cleared Approach. Can you guys show him some love in regarding to that? Go over there, 7 Delta Romeo, use the emoji. He has the floating screen also, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could do that for me. And then and we can go from there. Till then, I want to thank everyone for coming out and flying general aviation with the Bonanza November 7 Delta Romeo. You guys have a great night. See ya.